for the sex scene? Does that happen to you? Because I run into that a lot. It sucks. How about this magazine? I hate reading this magazine, Cosmo for Gay Dudes. Cosmo for Gay Dudes sucks because half the fun stuff in there requires foreskin. Like there's this thing where like instead of playing swords, you'll like make a trapeze and you'll put a coked up gerbil going back and forth, like and you're connected in the middle. It's this weird thing. But it's not animal abuse. I rescued him from the cage at PetSmart. Friends, speaking of gay, never done that, but if there's two gay dudes in the scissor position and they have huge dicks, can they fuck each other at the same time? Yes? Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm loaded with questions about sex. I still don't know how many holes women have. How many holes do women have? A lot? 5? 13. Holy shit, this is big. That's my whole life. People say different numbers. Alright. I was thinking it actually depends on the girl. Like when you meet a girl and you're like, what's your name? Where are you from? How many holes do you have? What's your major? That sort of thing. You could. Anyways, my conscience is like really bad. My conscience is like that pussy at the bar that like looks for someone who won't fight back and starts a fight. Because when I'm smoking crack and banging hookers, my conscience really doesn't say anything. But when I'm walking past the elementary school, my conscience starts up like, don't whip out your dick, don't whip out your dick, and don't rape those little kids, okay? Oh my God, alright, wasn't really going to, alright. Anyways, I actually turned down a 15-year-old. So I consider that my merit badge. She was cute, and I was like, no, I don't have the proper registration for that, otherwise, you know. Oh, friends, you know, there's some girls out there that will lick your butthole, but not if you call it your balloon knot. They're like, that's not sexy, that's a big turnoff. Then they start texting some guy who doesn't call it his balloon knot, she's gonna go lick his butt. It's like, geez, I was that close to getting my butt licked, you know? It's tough. You know when you're watching TV and like, you need money. Most of us need money, right? And then there's that commercial for settlements for transvaginal mesh complications. It's like, I totally don't qualify for that. What I'm thinking of doing though is going online and selling my gay genity. Anybody ever done that here? I don't know how much you get. I'm a little old for it. I kind of past my prime. I think that when I was 14, I would have got a lot more money for doing that. You know, and I was an attractive 14-year-old. You probably think I'm lying, but I was. I could show you pictures. And I think I would have gave great service, too. I think I had a great attitude, and I would have, like, done everything I could to, like, you know, make it worth his money and his time. And, you know, he wouldn't have felt ripped off. And I was pretty much the belle of the ball when I was 14. You know, now I don't get sex, and I want it, and so I had a homeless hooker move in, and I thought, great idea, and I thought, like, I'm probably the first guy who's ever thought of that. No, a lot of guys have thought of that. And I was really excited for rent day. I got the rent coming, and then she paid me in cash. Fuck. Man. Anyways, and yeah, she was a newer hooker, so you probably don't know her. But anyways, friends, I'm starting to get drunk, I'm starting to get a buzz, and getting drunk is the second leading cause in my poor life decisions. Number 1, having freshly trimmed pubes. I found out people don't want to look at them very much. Fuck. So anyways, my girlfriend, she used to only date black dudes, and but we're going at it now. It's great. We went on a plane trip, and there was turbulence. We thought we were going to die. We were going to die in each other's arms, and the turbulence was so scary. And we were holding hands, and she looked in my eyes and said, "Why don't they make the plane out of the black cocks?" Anyways, that's never gotten a laugh. I've told it 2 other times. It's just people don't like it. I was a teacher, and immediately you think, oh yeah, he went down that road, huh? No, I actually didn't. You can just look me up online, I guess. You're not going to believe me. But there's like a double standard for the male and female teachers who go down that road with the kiddos, you know? I can say I have the double standard anyway. Like, I'm reading the Grand Rapids Press because they're both on the front page, you know. They buggered kids and this stuff, and the dudes, I'm like, you sicko, I hope they lock you away and they throw away the key and blah blah blah. And I totally get into it, I'm yelling at the paper, and the women, I'm like, why didn't you call me? I would have totally took you on a date, you know. I could have, you know, I'm not 14, but shit. You wouldn't be going to prison. I'll write you a letter, okay? And, you know, I really get into it. And everyone else in the gas station is like staring at me because I'm just yelling at the paper. But anyways, I don't buy the paper. Fuck that. I'll scan the headlines when I get my lotto ticket and all that. Friends, from now on, I only go to hookers who work at Subway. And that's so I can order a sub from her first and find out if she follows directions. Anyways, women claim they want a guy who goes all night in bed. But if you don't come in the first 10 minutes, she'll say you're insulting her pussy. I want a girlfriend named Jamie, so I can say, H. Jamie. Okay, I went to the gastroenterologist recently, got scoped out. Pretty cool. It wasn't even the first time I paid for an ass to mouth. Anyways, I get shot down quite a bit by the dames and the babes, as you can tell, and the more it happens, the lower your status goes. The lower your status, the more you get shot down. And I'm at a point now where I refuse to go in the woods alone because no one will believe if a wolf rapes me. Anyways, friends, if you are going to be in the dreams of every teenage girl, why not bang them? That's what I would ask Freddy Krueger. My buddy's always banging his girlfriend in lots of positions and stuff, but they're always banging, but then he won't cuddle with her. And I was like, dude, that's wrong. Then I realized I'm being a hypocrite, because that's what I do to my Saint Bernard. I fuck my Saint Bernard. And I won't cuddle him. Anyways, a lot of women here. Women don't like it when I fuck them, really. That's because I have a lazy eye. Anyways, been this way since 7th grade. In fact, I was worse off in 7th grade. I was so hard up for the tang, so desperate. I would stand next to my crush at the bus stop, just hoping that we'd get kidnapped and the guy would make us do stuff to each other. Anyways, everyone's got a coffee joke. Anyway, I like women like I like my coffee, and that would be hot, wet, and scorching up my genitalia until it's all withered, and then I get to sue McDonald's for $2.9 million. Okay, friends, have you ever banged a chick, and then you both said it would be a secret, but 2 years later you're drinking with your buddies, someone says her name, and you're like, oh yeah, her, yeah, she's got a big old pussy. Oh shit. You know, anyway, that happened once, and I just thought I'd share it with you. I feel close to you guys. You guys are special to me. I like you a lot. We're friends, we're bears. Anyways, some people say that pussy don't got a face, and you know, women end up hearing that. And it's very damaging because now even the ugly women are making me pay. Anyways, I don't know. Well, I asked some stuff here, and then he's got that light on me, and I'm gonna like get off stage, but it's gonna take me a minute. So just I don't know, I don't know, my note card, I'll just read it to you. It says 30X Circus Bear SpongeBob 10X Friends Cat. I don't know what that says. And then it says Ariel Castro. And I'll leave you on this joke. Smokey the Bear goes up to some people having a campfire and says, "Don't forget to put the embers out. Don't forget to put the embers out." And they said, "Okay, but why did you say it twice?" Smokey the Bear says, "Because this bear is repeating." Hi. Go fuck your mom.
Johnny Whit, the funny man with an awkward handshake. I can attest to that. All right, next up to the stage, we got a very funny guy. He's come on our podcast. We loved him on that. He covers Dexter with us. It's a shit show. Brennan Schoen.
Oh yeah, how's everybody doing? Good? Okay, yeah. I was wondering what this is because it looks like a cooking pan that's been framed. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like as I've gotten older, I've regressed socially. Like, I was at the coffee shop the other day ago, and I was waiting for my friend, and I went up and got a refill on my drink, and the cute girl behind the counter had said, "Hey, you got nice eyes." Now, what I should have said is, "Oh, thank you, so do you." But what I said was, "The better to undress you with, sweetheart." That's where I'm at, everybody. Playing the hand that God dealt me. Has anyone here ever been in a long-distance relationship? I'm in one right now, and I have been for a little while. This is the second time I've been in one. And, you know, it's a challenge, but her and I make it work. You know, and obviously, the distance is difficult. I mean, the distance isn't even that long. I just have to be at least 100 yards from her at all times. Yeah, it's a restraining order joke, everybody. All right. If you liked that one, then you're probably going to hate this one. Let's get a little bit more personal. My ex-girlfriend liked to be choked. Now, to clarify, she liked to be choked during sex. And I remember when she told me that, I was like, okay, you know, it's her fetish. Everybody has their own thing. Little did she know is how into it I would be. It's like one of my favorite things right now. It's like right up there with drinking, eating nachos, playing Mario Kart, and listening to Miles Davis. It's in the top 5. So I remember that I asked her, I said, you know, it's a little odd. Why do you like that? And she said, well, quite bluntly, it reminds me of my uncle. And I thought, oh, that's sweet. That's probably the most romantic thing I've ever heard. Now, as into it as I was, I knew that, like, in my heart of hearts, no matter how hard that I choke fucked her, I could never be her uncle. Because, like, that's not how families are